Hi guys, oh my god, welcome back to another edition of Modern Mommy Diaries. I'm your Queen Diva, Miss Kitty, and I just pulled up to 47F Old Hope Road right here in Kingston, Jamaica at the Caribbean Fertility Center. Now, as modern mommies, some women are opting to delay pregnancy until they feel like they are secure, until they feel like they have had, their home, their job security, their bank account, and also just their own personal choice. Some want to live life and just say, yeah, all right, I want to do me first before I bring a life into this world. Some women have been trying to have a baby, but it has proven difficult for different reasons. Sometimes the issue is with them. Sometimes the issue may be with their partner. Sometimes it's also women are trying to have babies. They got pregnant, they lost the baby, they're having a miscarriage. For whatever reason, they can't seem to bring the baby to term. And also couples are struggling with fertility issues. Fertility issues on the side of the female, fertility issues on the side of the male. Because contrary to popular belief, not only women suffer from infertility, there are many men who suffer from infertility, as a lot of men have semen, but there is no sperm in it. And so having a baby is proving difficult. Some women may want to think about freezing their eggs. Some men may want to think about freezing their sperm. Well, guess what? Normally when we hear about IVF or egg freezing or sperm freezing, we think foreign. We think, which part overseas? Canada, America, London, Europe, where am I gonna go? But I've come to find out that it actually happens right here in Jamaica, land we love. And as a person who does research and is your resource person and all things modern mommy, I found the Caribbean Fertility Center. And so we're going to explore, what does it mean? What does it look like? What does it actually cost to freeze an egg, to do IVF, to freeze your sperm? How does that look like? What is the process? What's the procedure? And how long this takes? Now, this is new territory for me, and I know for many of you watching, it's also new territory for you. But the problem in life is not that we don't know. The problem is when we don't know and don't want to find out. Information is key and knowledge is power. So I want you to join me today as we explore fertility in Jamaica. What are the steps? What do we need to do? Because I know many of you are having the questions and I am going to hunt the answers for you right here on Modern Mommy Diaries. Hi, how are you, Doc? Good afternoon. I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to Caribbean Fertility Center.
Thank you. Listen, Doc, when I'm coming up the road, I'm saying, okay, where is 47F? As a mommy, I don't do, and most of us don't do, the address, we do landmarks. So I'm saying to myself, okay, the black gate with the gold, I'm looking for it. And then I said, oh, Doc, it's right near Johan Blake Rehab and Wellness Center. It's just a stone's throw away from Adam and Eve Day Spa, and right near Pools and Spas Limited.
Right.
Yeah, so see, I found you. Yes, how are you?
Great.
Nice, thank you. This is beautiful, Doc. So I'm here with Dr. Sharifa Frederick. She is an obstetrician gynecologist and she's also a fertility specialist. And she is the lady at the helm of the Caribbean Fertility Center, where we are today because we want to get into the nitty-gritty of fertility and how it affects modern mommies. Hi, Doc. Good afternoon.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Thank you so much.
You.
So, Doc, you're a fertility specialist, and I know that fertility or issues surrounding fertility is something with which a lot of women are grappling with today. Talk to me a little bit about, how we can overcome some of those things, or what are the issues normally and general that we face?
Okay, so there are lots of couples out there who are trying to conceive, believe it or not. A lot of the women are older women who are coming, trying to conceive for many years, and they come to Caribbean Fertility Center to seek care, to try and have a child. These patients go through a lot of anxiety and anguish and hopelessness, and we thought to develop Caribbean Fertility Center to give Jamaican women a sense of hope, Jamaican men too, because we have couples, we have single women, we have single men that come for fertility care.
Wow. How prevalent or widespread is infertility?
Infertility affects about 2 in every 10 couples.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And we have an aging population who are trying to conceive, and so it even becomes more prevalent in that sort of age group. And I'm talking 45 and over.
Right.
Yeah, so we still have a lot of women who are 45 years and older who want to have children, yeah, and they've never had a child before.
Right.
So this is a place for them.
Oftentimes, Doc, when there is an issue or the matter of infertility comes up, it's often the focus is on the woman, the female. Men can suffer from infertility as well?
For sure.
Okay.
Because
what
of
does that look
those
like?
couples who come, about a third of those couples have both male and female factor infertility. So you have a lot of men who are now coming, they're older men too, and they have low sperm count or they have no sperm at all.
Wow.
So a lot of men believe because they're producing a semen sample, it has sperm in there. Not necessarily so. When we look under the microscope, sometimes we don't see not even one sperm.
Not even one?
Not even one.
Not even a dege. Not one. So if you're a couple and you're having that issue, don't just blame one or the other. It could actually be one or the other, or it could be both. So where does the Caribbean Fertility Center now come in to help these persons?
Okay, so persons can come in and they would have a conversation. They would meet with myself first, and we would take a history, examine them, find out, what is going on in the relationship in terms of, sexual practices. I would send them to do investigations, blood investigations, X-ray investigations, test the tubes to see if they're blocked, and then I would counsel them as to what sort of treatment they would need.
So talk to me about the treatments that
we offer here.
That you offer here, yeah.
Okay, so basically we can freeze eggs for young women who don't wish to have children just yet. So we do egg freezing. We do egg freezing also for women who have diseases such as cancer, who need to have chemotherapy, etc. And so they need to preserve their fertility. We also do this for men. So men can come in and freeze sperm as well.
Oh, wow.
We also offer IVF, in vitro fertilization, where you can come in.
That's a term we've heard so often,
Right,
the
in vitro
IVF
fertilization, right. And that is basically where we take eggs out of the woman's body and we take the sperm from the man and we process it in the lab, form an embryo, and then we do what is called an embryo transfer. So that's IVF. IUI is not as complicated as IVF. IUI is intrauterine insemination. And that is usually for men who have a low sperm count. So what we do is we process the sperm in the lab, put it in a catheter, and we put the sperm directly into the uterine cavity, higher up, so it doesn't have as far to swim. To reach the egg. That's IUI.
Oh, IUI.
Right.
Wow.
We also offer donor eggs. So if an older woman, if you're 49, 50 years old, you need to have a child, you probably, have a new partner, you can come in, you're not producing any eggs anymore. We can offer you donor eggs. And we fertilize these donor eggs with your partner's sperm, and we put that embryo inside of your body. But
the egg itself is from the other woman. So will it have my features? Will it have me at all? Because a lot of women, you worry.
Correct.
I'm going to carry this baby for 9 months. Yes, I got the egg from the Caribbean Fertility Center, but how much of it is me? I'm carrying it for 10 months. I don't know, my blood supply going out. My attributes.
So that's a good question. So strictly speaking, if they were to do a DNA test on that baby, it wouldn't match me if I got donor eggs. However, the embryo that is formed is inside the uterus from a very microscopic level. So all of the blood supply, my blood supply, is being given to this child as it grows to a term baby, right? And there's something, as I explained before, called epigenetics that can help to switch on and off which genes that my body wants that child to have activated. And then there's a lot of things. There's environmental influence, which plays a lot of part in how a person behaves, their personality, etc., which me as an individual will have that influence over that child as that child develops.
Amazing. Let's backtrack a little, Doc, to the freezing eggs part, because I know my girlies want to talk about that a little bit. Persons are a bit apprehensive or maybe apprehensive about freezing eggs because, like, if I freeze the eggs, for how long do I have them? How long will they be viable? And when I need them, how am I gonna thaw them out? Like, is it a thaw? Do I need to call you a month in advance and say, Doc, well, I'm coming next month. I need to retrieve my eggs. How does that work? As well as what is the process? I know I'm asking lots of questions. I'm sorry. What's the process? So I come in, I sit down. You do what?
So it's a process where we have to investigate you first. It's not any and anybody can come off the road, 50-year-old, and freeze eggs. No, it doesn't work like that. So you have to.
What if you're a 20-year-old? Every 20-year-old can freeze their egg?
Well, most.
30? Okay, most. Okay.
Yeah. So, but there are 20-year-olds who are going to do a fertility test and they're going to fail it.
Oh, wow.
Right. Very few, but it does happen.
Okay.
Yeah. So they come in, we investigate them, and then they have to go through a process, a treatment process of giving them self-medication, injections, just for 12 days.
Okay.
And then they come in, we trigger them, help the egg to mature, and then they come in, we sedate them, and we pull the eggs out of the body, send them to the lab, and then we freeze them in liquid nitrogen. So they're stored in a tank. We don't rely on electricity. I don't want to call any names.
Yes. Yeah.
We don't rely on electricity to keep them frozen. They're stored in a tank in liquid nitrogen.
So it's not like a deep freezer you have?
No,
because
it's not a freezer.
It's not a freezer, I can put them in one ice tray.
No, if somebody plugs out the fridge, no, it's not gonna...
They're like, oh my God, my eggs are gone.
No.
So it's actually nitrogen?
Liquid nitrogen.
Liquid nitrogen. And for how long, Doc? Say I freeze my eggs at 20, or I freeze it at 25, or I freeze my eggs at 30. For how long do I have
Your
them?
eggs will outlive you. Just put it that way. Yes.
What if I have two can freeze? I know.
So you will have a lifetime. You freeze your eggs, you may die, and your eggs will still be there frozen.
Wow, amazing. So, Doc, let's get to know the IVF part of it, because some women, as you say, they're putting off. So for the young people, let me go back to them.
Okay.
Or the younger persons, the younger ladies who, they want to get their education, they want to travel, they want to secure a home, they want career safety, financial safety, before they delve into having children, right? Which is serious business. How much would that cost? What does that look like?
So it costs about $10,000 to freeze your eggs.
Okay.
Plus the cost of medication. And that's determined by your blood test, your ultrasound, how much medication you would need.
Yes.
Medication may run you another maybe $2,000.
Okay.
Right. So in total, to freeze your eggs, it's about $12,000.
Do I have to pay a storage fee?
So the first year is included in that.
Okay.
And then after yearly, you pay another $250 US.
Okay, very well. Okay, so that's not a bad number at all. So it's something that we can save toward, and this is something that we can talk about. What about those women, Doc, who they're single, but they want a particular type of baby? So you know what? I don't have a man, and I don't feel like I need one, because they need to be a part of this process. But some women, they want their children, they want to have a baby, and can they come to Caribbean Fertility Center to say, for example, get some sperm?
Correct, yes. Yeah. There is an opportunity for them to come, and we do either an IUI or an IVF cycle, and they use donor sperm.
Yeah.
So there are women out there who don't have a partner. They're getting older. You know, they're reaching 40s, into their 40s. Yeah. So they can come and they can get donor sperm. They actually see a profile of a gentleman.
I was about to ask that, Doctor.
So it's not a blind thing. No, it's anonymous, but it's not blind. So they're able to see the person. They see a picture. They can see a baby picture, and they also get a profile.
Yes.
So they will see, okay, this is somebody. He's an engineer.
Yes.
Or he's a track star.
Thank you.
Yes.
Astronaut. Thank you.
His weight, his height, his shoe size. What's his personality like.
Right.
So they get a profile that they can preview and choose.
And this is from every race, Caucasian,
correct,
Negroid race, whatever it is.
Correct.
Wow, so ladies, if you're at that point and you don't have a partner, but you want to have your baby, the Caribbean Fertility Center is here, so you can come in, sit down with Doc and choose. Doc, obviously this is a process, and sometimes it's not always successful. Can you talk to me about your success rate? And if it is unsuccessful, is there like counseling, or how do we? So
what we do is we have mandatory counseling so that they're able to put things in perspective. We tell them, we're able to calculate what their prognosis looks like.
Right.
The counselor will be able to say, what if you don't get pregnant? How are you going to deal with it? And she will give them tools in which they can work with now to work through a negative result.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not the end of the world as well if you get a negative, and there are always opportunities for other options for you. So if you do an IVF cycle, you don't get through, you don't produce good eggs or whatever, then maybe you need to use donor eggs, or maybe you need to use donor sperm, or we change up the treatment a little bit. So there is that option.
No, Doc, this is a very sensitive issue, a very sensitive topic. And a lot of people, you know, no want nobody in them business. Okay? Some people, them just fast and them chat too much. And also, people tend to give erroneous information about issues they know not of.
Right.
How private is the information given here by your patients, and how secure is, say, for example, their sperm, because a lot of people, or their egg, Lord, I wonder if they're going to mix it up, Lord, I wonder if they're going to damage it, Lord, I wonder. So privacy as well as security and protection of semen and egg.
Right. Okay, so this is a private center. So nobody's going to come here and see. You're not going to come here and see your church sister knowing your business. We don't let any two couples or any two individuals see each other to talk or anything. It's totally private and personal.
Very well.
And I think people need that. In terms of confidentiality, all our staff, they sign a confidentiality agreement. So all of your information stays right here.
Very well.
In terms of when you come to donate eggs or sperm, none of your information is divulged to anybody who is receiving the egg or the sperm. So we take privacy and confidentiality very, very serious. Now, in terms of the specimen, there are always checks and balances that are done. You can ask any member of staff. That is how we operate. There's no mix-up, because we everything has a process that you have to stick to. When we're dealing with eggs and sperm.
Well, Doc, thank you so very much. You have shared a lot. You've enlightened me, because I honestly did not know that such a state-of-the-art facility was right here in Jamaica. So I'm very, very impressed, and I will definitely, you know, share with pride that we have this here, because a lot of people, a lot of women, you know, you want to conceive, you want to do your IVF, or you want to freeze your eggs, and you automatically think overseas. So it's really, really great to know that you guys have this here, and I hope it's okay if we can get a tour of the facility, just so that we can, you know what. Okay, I saw that. So look, okay, all right, and so we can see what the Caribbean Fertility Center has here. But thank you for sharing on Modern Mommy Diaries. I'm sure that our audience, our viewers, would have found the information very important and very pertinent, and also very timely, because we know that them ever pressure our uterus, ever pressure we womb, ever pressure we ovaries. Them are ovaries neighborhood watch, you understand? But it's not easy for every woman, and you know, ready done. So I'm happy that they have an option or an alternative, and the men also have that as well. So thank you to you and your wonderful team. Thank you so much. So you can just lead the way. All right, guys, come with us. It's Modern Mommy Diaries here at the Caribbean Fertility Center with Dr. Sharifa Frederick, the best in the biz. That must say, yay. For many of us, motherhood can be planned. Sometimes it comes as a surprise. And for others, it's good. Some people, it's bad. It's in between. There are many emotions that we go through where motherhood is concerned. Welcome to Modern Mommy Diaries. I have my friend, a visionary, somebody who I admire so much, someone who I respect, somebody who is a mommy, but is a mommy when the average person thinks, you can't be a mommy. We're talking about being a mommy 40 plus, the beauty, the ups, the downs, and everything in between. I have with me attorney at law, a corporate guru, as I call her. She has touched so many lives and continues to do so. And it is a pleasure and an honor to have her on Modern Mommy Diaries, because she would have written down stuff on the whiteboard. We would have talked about this set in my head. We would have talked about this show and this dream I had on my heart. And it is so tear-jerking to have her on my set today, on my show, Rochelle Cameron, Adrenaline Rush. Welcome, sweetie.
I'm proud of you, so
Thank you.
Look at this set.
Yes.
It's like proper, in the studio.
Yeah, like, I'm like, oh my God. Sound happy.
Yes.
Talent happy. Guest happy.
Oh my God.
Rush, crowd of people.
Crowd.
Let me tell you, Rochelle has been a part of this journey. When Modern Mommy Diaries was just a thought in my heart and an idea in my head, which I was struggling to get out because I wanted it to be done in such a way that would touch people's lives and, impact motherhood, impact children, impact fathers, impact family, impact Jamaica and the world. And me say, but I don't know if it can do. Because maybe it's not salacious, it's not mix up, it's not bagga. I don't think people are going to want to hear them nice, clean conversation here. And she said, actually, no. There are those of us who are interested, those who want to learn, who want to grow. And she helped me write out the thing, how am I going to do it, how am I going to execute it. And so, thank you so much for believing in me and my dream. How does it feel?
I mean, you know that I soon cry out my lashes because even the colors that you describe this set and to walk in here and see your dream come true. Yeah, because we can still have ambition and dreams.
Yeah.
Even after the children.
I love
so we
it.
have to talk about them things that is some different ambitions and some different dreams, but they're still rich with content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that you said that because that's a great way for us to delve into and dive into our conversation today. Can you really have it all as a mommy? A lot of people think that when you become a mom, your dreams and aspirations die and you now are to go one side and you're lucky and you can't be all things anymore. What's your take on that? Can you really have it all as a mom?
Well, let me start with this. I recently just kind of wrote out some goals for 2025. And I found for the last couple of years that you used to identify one bag where you want, one shoes where you want, one house. I wrote feelings, how I wanted to feel. Wow. That I wanted joy, I wanted peace, I wanted fulfillment. I wanted to feel my connection with God. I wanted to be connected, to have time with Christian.
Yeah.
And then I asked myself...
And Christian is your son, by the way.
Yes. He's my one egg.
Your one egg, your one son.
Boo-boo.
Yes.
And I said, let me start from there. And I realized for the past couple of years, I've started with the feeling, how I want to feel. And all I think is the feeling, these emotions that you want to have, how you want to live your life. And then you append actions to that. What does that look like? What does joy look like? Where does joy look like?
Right.
Fulfillment, what does it feel like? What would I be doing with my life for fulfillment? So I build it like that.
Right.
So if we're looking at all that way, you realize that you want to have all of these feelings. You want to laugh loud.
Yes.
You want to be able to give back. You want to be able to use your profession to the best and make it multiply. And with your child, ambition starts with you, You have to have ambition because they learn it first from you.
Aye.
They saw you hustling it out and doing it and still showing up for them when they know that they heard that. They saw your calendar that you don't got no time.
Yeah.
But you there
made the time.
and you made the time. They learn discipline from you.
Yeah.
They learn showing up from you.
Yeah.
So I have to be an example of that for my child.
Right.
So I find that I have more ambition now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because Christian drives that now.
Drives that.
And you have to, and he sees it, so he wants to emulate
He
that.
wants to. And you know what? It's funny because I'll be in the office doing a Zoom call and then pull up him chair too. And him a beat on the desk too. And I laugh and hear him no, ha ha ha.
Yes.
Let me say it too enough.
The big man laugh, the rich laugh. Yeah.
But I remember when he was born, you know that there's that moment that you don't hear them cry yet. And I'm like, can he cry? Can he cry? I need to hear him cry. And he let out a big, lusty cry. And it was the sweetest sound I'd ever heard. But in that moment, I felt like I became a lioness.
Wow.
And I thought, not only could I maybe kill you with my bare hands, but that my bare hands could do so much more.
Yeah.
Because I had him to do it for and to live for. And so everything felt multiplied in that moment.
Yeah. It's like magnified.
Yes.
All of a sudden now,
Yes.
the things that seemed impossible, now I have to do it. So you're saying that you feel more ambitious now as a mom.
Yes.
But a lot of times there is also a guilt attached to that. Because remember, Rochelle, you're a mother now, you can't really get another degree. Remember, you're a mother now, you can't travel as much.
Yes.
Remember, Rochelle, you're a mother now, you can't go
now.
out as much. How do you rewrite your own reality of motherhood? Because motherhood doesn't look the same or feel the same for everyone.
So my story was rewritten from jump.
How so?
Because we shouldn't be here
Yeah.
discussing motherhood.
Through at our age.
Yeah, it should have been a conceptual.
Yeah.
So, child of the 70s, so we first in my family to graduate from university.
Right.
But so the generation before went to high school and they poured into us for us to go to university. And you were taught to grow up and be an independent woman.
Amen.
You're going to go and crash ceilings. And I was out there doing that.
Yes. Because you are very accomplished. Yeah.
Doing that.
Yeah, in multiple fields.
In multiple fields. And you went through your 20s and your 30s and, you had this in the back of your head, people, by the time you get to 35, people start pointing out to you, you're turning big woman now.
Yeah,
But you're just saying, I've got time. No one had told me, though, that you're actually born with all the eggs that you will ever have.
Yeah.
I did not learn, and I did zoology at A-levels.
Wow.
I didn't know this. Anyway, so you're moving on to 40, and I remember when I got to 40, the change that happened, the conversation changed. Is that good thing you have the liquor dog? Somebody did have a liquor dog, Pancho, at the time he died at 17. Oh, my darling. This is a good thing you have the dog and have a lot of orchids and you have the plants.
Yes, and your clock at tick.
Because, they've told me the clock.
Yeah, the clock.
Take off of the wall, put on, because no clock not ticking at your street again.
Oh, wow.
So me say, why so people just cast you aside?
Yeah, get all now.
Because you know that we feel the privilege to talk about people's wombs.
Yeah, man,
and
all
our
the time.
reproduction and our reproductive capacity
and capabilities.
And we start talking about it from early.
Preach it, sister.
So I remember the week after I turned 40, I had gone to a prayer meeting, and I actually had told the women in the prayer meeting, I said, I'm 40, and say, we set one side now, because me egg them done, and people tell you, oh, but they like, oh God, you need to go travel and so on, so because them something they done for you.
Yeah, I know, and it make you feel like too, if you have a child after 40, or when you're 40, they might go born with a lace wig and a grip, and a driver's license. So also you're thinking, oh my God, me don't want to have like a baby who's gonna be like an adult, because your baby go born with a beard at that point. You understand? So you say, you know what? Maybe just keep my ovaries under my little ribs.
But you never even know, say, your ovaries still have use.
Truly. The way they make you feel.
The way they make you feel.
Yeah.
A doctor had actually said to me that my generation of women, that we planned out the career but didn't plan the children in it. I'm never said to her, true. Like, we never did maths it out properly.
Yeah.
But at that time, I also had like 11 godchildren. And I thought I had been mothering and nurturing well. And I was like, some of us will be exceptional aunties, or rich aunties.
Yeah, that part.
Giving the good gifts.
Yeah.
And I think I was okay with it until, and I'll take you to when So I thought I had some, maybe a tumor growing or something. Because it could not be, because I was 44 then. Wow. 44. And I said to myself, what is?
So you thought it was a tumor, not that you're pregnant?
When the doctor said the tumor have a heartbeat?
Yeah. I said, no, sir. You know, I thought E.T. was on the show, not in real life, because I couldn't be, Father God. Because so hold on, Rochelle. So you did, all right, so let me go back a little bit. So did you want children, or you never wanted children?
No, I wanted children, but I had accepted that the course I had taken, may have resulted in me not having children.
So
but decisions I had made to not have children.
Were you cool and you were cool with that?
And I was coping with that and cool with it, you know. And no, I realized that maybe I thought I was cool with it. But I certainly didn't have it as something that I was thinking about in the days.
Mind.
No, man.
Yeah.
I was cutting and going through the same way.
It's like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it's fine.
Yeah. And I wasn't trying to make it happen now, because I'm like in my 40s and they tell me I have no more egg leave.
Wow.
I'm old and things. So I said to myself, whoa. And I thought, you know, it felt like you were 16.
Yeah.
When you're 44 and pregnant and 16 and pregnant, it almost kind of feels the same like you're...
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're not sure if you tell nobody.
Yeah.
And so
you
when
get when you realize the tumor had a heartbeat now, it's not a tumor, it's a baby. What were the thoughts that rushed to your mind?
That this appointment needs to be finished so I can go in my car and cry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did it happen at a time where it was like you had meetings, you had a deal, you had clients?
I was having life. Life was going on.
Life was life.
And I was planning a trip to Greece that year.
Wow.
And this was just not on the cards.
Yeah.
At all. And I remember a friend of mine said, can you imagine God chose you?
Wow.
And I was like, wow.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you're 44, anything could happen, you know. So you almost, you go through pregnancy still with the thing in the back of your head. Fretting, a piece of frustration. But I always had to remember God chose you for this gift. Powerful. And he must know why.
Powerful.
And
who was the first person you called and told?
My mommy.
What was her response?
Well, Mommy had been sending me pictures with Janet Jackson and Tamron Hall to let me know that she see a possibility. So she had not given up hope.
Wow.
And she's like, thank you, Jesus. Just like that. And it was a good pregnancy.
Yeah.
It was a good pregnancy. But
what were some of the things you experienced? Did you have like
no?
morning
Well, let me tell you something. No,
cravings.
I had no cravings. I couldn't eat fries, which is my thing. Fries. I love fries. And I actually hadn't put on a lot of weight and so on. But you know what it was? I didn't realize that you released your body to the care of our next landlord during pregnancy.
Yes.
So you remember like you'd get up and you know, say you set up your day, 9 o'clock you do this, 10 o'clock you do this. And 9 o'clock you probably don't feel so good.
Yeah.
You don't feel so strong. Yeah. And 10 o'clock, because sometimes you have like a heartburn in the night, 10 o'clock, you could have want to take a nap.
Yeah.
You know?
When the pregnancy sleep box, you're hey, crowd of people, listen up. You know when your granny used to tell you, say, what are you sleep like you breathe? Hey, you see that pregnancy tiredness there? Rochelle, I come like 10 man fight me now. Yeah. Hear me, you know, say me cry to somebody. Hear my God.
Yeah,
one of the time them, like, me tired till, me feel like me want to talk to the disciple who never met the audition. Yeah. Like the one where God never had called back. Me say, Father God, look here. If me say, hello, me tired. If me get, all right, I could like walk from my room to the bathroom and I'm out. Yeah. Like I was so, you know, asleep, I go away, so, you experience that, girl?
Yeah, but you still have to show up. You still have to find something. So sometimes I have to talk to him. And I said, today, remember? Yes. We have a busy day. Yes. Today. Yes. Team us.
Yes.
So today you're going to need to behave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was, you know, that connection. And I realized why pregnancy is 9 months. It's like you need the time.
No, it's actually 10.
It's 10, yes. 10. I found that out at 9 months.
Me too.
When I was like, we don't finish yet. Aren't we there yet?
Like, it's a pregnant at once. Like,
oh my gosh.
When Richard, like, in the night, no, man say, look here now. Somebody, call somebody now. Call the contractor. At this point, I'm out. I'm going to say peace and hair grease. Yeah. Yeah.
But then the miracle of what's happening to you is a whole other feeling.
Gratitude.
Like, yeah. And you feel a movement and you think to yourself, like, my body, within my body, another human being is being created.
When did you feel the first kick and when did you feel that attachment? Because some women say that even during the pregnancy, they don't feel that attachment. It's at birth or after birth. When did you first feel? Because sometimes, we're mature and we're getting pregnant over 40, them think like you don't have the feelings. When did you have, it's like, and a sackcloth and ashes, you know. Me's a live human being. When did you feel that first connection with your baby?
I actually remember I was at home and I was like, what's this little pricking feeling? Because you remember the initial part is like, what is going on? And then I was like, is Kik, you have foot?
You made a foot.
You have foot. So when prenatal care, you know, that's the only doctor's appointment I've ever been on time for, because we just wanted the ultrasound.
Yeah.
And see. But even now, I'm coming back to as the excitement built, but I didn't know what I was getting into. And you remember, you've been going through, my life is very organized. I am organized. My home is organized and pristine.
Yes.
And people say to you things like, you know, when children born, they pull up your place. I said, not my child. Pull up where? Pull up. No, your children pull up the place. My child is not going to pull up the place. And make me have to move my piercing heads. No.
Yeah.
Kadeen. It's like me living at a boy house.
Yeah.
In my bathroom, me slide that at night, Mickey Mouse in the bathroom. When me look, the little man, him line up zebra, rhinoceros, one heap of thing in the bathroom. I look for me when me appeared.
Yeah.
No privacy, all your privacy has gone, and it is the most amazing time of my life.
Wow.
I would never trade this. It's like, this is the most amazing time of my life.
Do you think it would have been easier if you were younger?
It may have been easier on my knees.
Yes, amen.
But I
and
think,
my back.
but I think the journey, my journey, was this journey.
Yeah.
And I am I'm a lot wiser.
Yeah.
I'm a lot more patient.
That part.
And okay with things. I'm okay with missing things because I'm spending time with Christian. What people don't tell you is after you have the baby, you remember you have to be reintroduced to the new person that you are.
Yes.
Because the old person, there are vestiges of her. She came to this place, but no, she's a different person. And I had to one day, I look in the mirror and I say, "What, Rochelle, you good girl?" I'm like, you know, stay bad. It's been a journey, but I like the new you.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with the new her as a mother. I was going to tell the cameraman, don't film my hands, because there was a time in my life that my nails could have never chip.
Yes. Chip, what is that?
Chip?
You have all 9 nails?
No.
You have 9 nails, you're mad? Nail grower from the nail bed?
From grow away from the nail bed, leave the nail bed.
Yeah.
But this week I was just so busy, I couldn't, unless I was going to send my hand with a bearer. Go and take off my face, because I want a facial too. Take my face off my hand and go on and bring them back quick for me.
You're lucky when we're pregnant and the bump them start take me. Girl, the way we got a facial, girl, here, no, Miss Kitty, you can't do it because you're pregnant. So what you say? When the bump them start take all my back, you know, Father God, better do pimple. Better do pimple. Jesus Christ. And so sometimes when women will see other women and she's like, oh, she look pop down, she's pregnant, boy, her face bumpy. Or she did, ladies and gentlemen, crowd of people. A lot of when you're pregnant, you can't really do a lot. You can't really take any medication. You can't rub certain things on your skin because it will seep in, and you want to protect the baby at all costs. And the truth is, your brain now becomes different. Your brain actually shrink, which I found out when I was pregnant. Rush my ball for 1 week. Come and say, my good brain, will carry me this far. Father God, tell come back. And if so, how? Are all the cells going to be restored? Nobody can tell me this, because nobody tells you these things.
I think your brain comes back rewired, though.
Aye, that is it. So like what you're saying about the Mickey Mouse and the man in the bathroom looking at you, before, I am a very neat person. I want everything to be in order, one place where I leave it.
Where I put it.
Yeah, where I put it. Just leave
don't
it.
Touch it.
So that when the light gone, I know exactly where
it is. Yeah.
my deodorant is. You don't know, say me have a mommy scar, cause me trip in on my daughter. Whether something the name, the rock or something. Girl, me turn off the light. Remember I know, me's a newbie. Me drop buff like a breadfruit, cut up the whole of my knee, could have mashed up my hip and my ear. Me, Father good and great God, they see what, and maybe that's what the people they say, if I have in my 20s, and so, as a big woman, look how I could have hip replacement surgery. We have to sit up on the chair, so. But it was, but funnily, when I drop, is that I feel good like my drop, even my drop as a mother.
Yeah.
It's a mommy scar, and you feel good. So you've been rewired because of your son. And you talk about, you know, your identity. So for 44 years, you were Rochelle, the attorney at law, high-flying corporate executive, in-demand speaker, hot girl from birth. Because Rochelle here ever do, let me think Rochelle tip on her chin. Always pristine, the prescient one. But now, you're okay. I forget, okay, we're looking homeless.
Yeah.
Because I said behind every well-fed, well put together, cute baby is a homeless looking mother, and I'm fine with that.
So I went to the pharmacy one day, and you know, when I walk into the pharmacy, notwithstanding that I may have looked a little popped down, I still walk like I own the place. And a gentleman came up to me and he said to me, "Miss, there's something on your back." I said, "Yes, it's called puke, and I wear it with style, sir." I said, "Sir, I know, but I had to stop. What?" And I always say because I drop him off and then I go home and change, and I say every once in a while I'll go, you know, fixed up to school, and the teachers don't know me.
Is it auntie?
Like, your auntie came, auntie. I said, "No, it's me."
Yeah.
Because I look homeless when I'm dropping him off. Homeless.
Sometimes people people don't matter what over power way. It's just a reality.
Yeah. Because we still have the inner hot girl, you know.
Yeah. And
we still, but it's just that we will not sacrifice that person. We're like, little later we'll fix you up and so. And it's still important that we feel beautiful.
Absolutely.
You know, because you do go through a period where you wonder if you're going to come back to.
Yes.
You wonder if you'll come back to, you know.
Did you have any regrets and go through any kind of identity crisis? Because sometimes when motherhood, you're thrust into it, you're pregnant and still you alone, so to speak, because my belly can move where I go, I just go where I'm going. But now that you have this person, did you have any regrets, and did you struggle with identity?
What happened is I would have given birth to Christian and started the business all at the same time.
Which month?
So Christian was born in October and the business was fully registered in November.
Wow.
So we're off and running. So I know that some rewiring happened because Rochelle of 4 years before, I'm very meticulous with my planning and everything has to be fully ordered. And I was willing to jump out at the time. So maybe we did have like a mental health issues.
Yes.
But as you're going along too, you're asking yourself questions, you know, like, is it okay for me to be businesswoman and out there and maybe, you know, should I be at home stimulating him with toys?
Mom guilt.
And you go through all kinds of mom guilt. And my mother said to me one time, she said, "You remember that motherhood 30 years ago is different from now. What you guys have to deal with is different from now. Your phone a ring, message a come in, and people, as you're building business and redefining yourself."
Yeah.
And then I said, "But who do I want to be? What's the definition of who I am?" And I must say that I think Christian is 5 now, and I think when he turned 4, the day he turned 4, I felt like I'd graduated into another level. I was like, okay, you're all right now, you come back to.
Yeah.
Because you see, when we talk about a come back to.
Yeah, so it took you like 4 years to come back to.
So you're going through, you know, you cut and go through, but you're also still trying to find your footing.
Yeah.
And in this world that we're doing so many other things too while being a mother, you're still trying to figure out how much time am I doing this? Can I do this? And as you're building business, you question yourself, am I making the right decisions? But can you imagine that as women, like, we are capable of so much amazing things. We can give birth to business, give birth to children, take care of people, nurture, all kind of things. But with that also comes that sometimes we pressure ourselves into
the burnout.
Yeah. So one of the things,
how do you balance that, Rochelle? Because again, we're talking about the balancing act, right? Because you're a professional, a serious, a no-nonsense, in-demand professional woman who also you have a child who needs you, who depends on you. How do you balance career with motherhood, as well as, you know, certain things just have to pass me? I can't take that show this time, or I can't take that case this time, because my child is there and needs
But you know,
me.
it's so funny. People would never ask a man about balance, and we're constantly asked about balance. And do I balance? So let me start with like, I want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Because I need to really do some squats and
High
things. And
spry.
sometimes I actually watch people scrolling through, and I watch them working out, and I'm like, your outfit is cute.
Yeah.
You squat good.
I'm living vicariously through your
Because I'm like, I don't have one more minute for anything.
Yeah.
But there is a part of us that has to get so focused on, this is Rochelle's life.
Yeah.
Not an Instagram life, not what anybody else thinks it's supposed to be. I have to be laser focused on what my life is.
Not a YouTube life.
It's not a YouTube life. And we are exposed to so much different versions now of what mothering is to look like.
Yeah.
But if God gives you the child that you are supposed to have, I feel he will equip us, you know. It's just that sometimes we get confused and we think that we must be doing this and we must be doing that because we see somebody else do it.
Yeah.
So I'm very focused on trying to get through my hustle.
I'm happy that you said that, because a lot of us have this thing where, because we're looking on social media, oftentimes, but Rochelle did bounce back in a 1 month. Rochelle did bounce back in a 3 months. Rochelle started her business, so why you can't start? And also, we have the external pressures, sometimes from husband, sometimes from the boyfriend or the baby father or the mother. Well, my granny did have 14 away and she cope and she did manage. So you just have one baby and you go on like say you special. How are you tired, Bo? My mother did do it, but maybe that time when your mother did clart you in your head with the teacup or backs you with the broom was her way of not dealing with it.
Yeah.
And as a result, you were abused or traumatized, you know? So it's like, how do I run my own race but still be true to myself?
Yeah. But that's really it though, you know, running your own race. Because sometimes we spend too much time in other people's lane and we run some race. Ours is a marathon, not a sprint. And we have to just take time with ourselves. I find we don't give ourselves enough grace. So I'm being extremely gracious with Rochelle.
How do you be gracious though, Rochelle?
So-
because people often say, give yourself grace. But what does that
Very
look
simply.
like?
You see, when I say to Christian, I say, Christian, high five, good job. And I see how elated he looks.
Yeah.
Little things, like I've gotten through something on my to-do list. I'm to turn my camera upon myself. Here we know, good job, Rushy. Who's the star now? Who's the star now?
Yeah.
So I have to find little ways. I have to recognize that my life is my life.
Yeah.
Your life is your life.
Yeah.
I hats off to the women who have had multiple children.
Yeah, would you have another
I think
one?
they should. With what else?
I don't know, maybe there's a half of it left. I don't know.
No, so it's like, so people will look for me and say, I
Going for the girl?
celebrated my 50th birthday last year, and people would say to me in the same breath, happy birthday, when you're giving Christian a sibling. So I have a dog, Max.
Yeah.
Yes, that's his sibling. Yeah, I am his sibling. Come play with me. Like, sir, we're so glad to have you. No more pressure.
In terms of support that you got, in terms of how did your partner play his role in, you know, helping you through the pregnancy? Because my husband played a very integral role, because I'm telling you, if me never have him, Bellevue now miss me. I'm telling you, I'm going to go out there to Windward with my little cup. And with my Milo, I said, I'm not leaving out here.
I had a fairly just calm pregnancy.
Yeah.
So, but when you talk about support, it's a partner support.
Yeah.
You have to also pay for the village now too.
Yeah.
Because the village is working, so you have to pay for the village because you have to pay for support at home. And what I realized is that you had to be willing to ask for help and to get help, because you're so used to toughing things out that no, you actually need help.
How was that for you? Because that's probably as a go-getter, as a provider for yourself for so long, an autonomous being. It's like no, you have to rely on people.
It was so...
Did that feel weird for you?
No, man, it was weird. It was weird.
Yeah.
So as again, when people say how your life changed and stuff, I'm like, because you don't have a system.
Yeah.
I will have a system. My child would not sleep in the bed with me. My child is going to sleep next door in his crib.
Until?
Right now. Right beside me, under my arm, every night. And at a point, him just throw himself on me.
Yeah.
And I saw me squeeze him up. So I want us to be able to embrace that with motherhood, this new person that you become and all of the things that you thought how you would handle things, and you watch yourself being humbled.
Yeah. Yep. Like you're not in control.
Like you are not in control, which is why I said it took me a little while to really own that I was not in control of this.
Yeah.
I needed help. There were things that I couldn't figure out, and my mother, who would have mothered me 40 odd years ago, the lady still know what she's doing. And listen, and when she said like a gripe water, even though the doctor did say no gripe water, she said, you did get gripe water, not no do you?
Yes, I'm gonna rub like a corp on your lip, not no do you?
I put Vicks vapor on him foot bottom. I put on the socks. I make him push out the cold. So I think I've been able to enjoy motherhood because some of it I can laugh about. Yeah. When I watch Rochelle, the Rochelle I am now, sometimes when I say on my place, chaka chaka.
Yes.
When I feel good, you know, I say play.
Yes.
At your house, play. Throw your things around the place. The other day, I was trying to find something in the bottom of my bag. So, you know, sometimes your bag chaka chaka too, so you dig up the bag. When me look, wipes are come out, then me see one brief. Yeah. One little brief. Here one lady, you know, oh gosh, miss, you have to walk with everything in the bag.
Listen, I was looking in my bag. Yeah, look for AA buckle cover. What are the bottles for? I mean, say, where is this bottle cover, Rochelle? My bag very shaka. And I dig through it up. Now the buckle cover that in the bag, hear me, watch it. Come and say, somebody would have steal a bottle cover? Like, who does that? In my bag.
In your bag.
Right? When we're traveling now, suitcase, everything in the sheet. In terms of buying stuff for Christian, you find that like you can't see stuff for yourself anymore?
Well, firstly, the queen of buying foolishness.
Yeah.
So if anything you wanted to find out if it's a sensible buy, ask me.
Yeah.
I bought it and didn't use it.
Yeah.
You know the carrier something where you put around your front?
Yes.
So I had the carrier thing that you strap around, and I had the papoose one.
Oh, wow.
Because that one keeps him close to my heart. My youth say, no, not a backside.
Yeah.
No, not for you, dear. Stop watching people picture.
Yeah. The amount of things I'm going to buy and don't use, it's like...
But you know what I have done? Once he gets to a certain stage with the things, I give them away. And I feel that it's almost I'm tithing on his behalf.
Yeah.
As somebody else is blessed with it.
Nice.
The amount of clothes we buy for them, you know. I mean, how much foot you have? How much shoes I wear?
Robust.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Rochelle,
I like it.
When you go in the store, though, talk the truth. The clothes them don't talk to you, though.
Yeah, but it's not
like
just
them say, come here, Rush, man.
It's sometimes
you know you want me, man. It's going to look good on Christian foot, man.
And it's online in the night before you go to your bed, and you just do a quick scroll through. And you say, whoa, this cutie. Oh, gosh.
Glory.
I'm going to add it to the cart. Added.
Look here. Sometimes I say, get for the better. Like, you know what? I'm buying the stuff. And like, I'm even angry at my little self. But then hear me. Remember, say you look a one, so you know,
That's what I
can't have rationalize.
And when the box come, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, who bought this? And what is this new piece of nonsense?
I bought her a tent. I wanted to do a ball pit. So I said, I don't really want to do the big ball pit because I think she got stifled in the ball pit. So I'm on Amazon. I'm saying like a pink tent. I have a little light and it's cutesy. Everybody's nice. The box come. Our father asked me, what's that? Hear me? You know, geez, it's a tent. Sylvia, it's a tent. I'm like, so he said, baby, why does she do this? I said, because they said at the ball, it help with them with, their mobility. I mean, I try to rationalize it. And him sit through me, But just allow me like,
and it's when you buy the nonsense that it's nice though, and them tell you what it's going to do, and then you sit them and play with the box.
No, we sit them and play with the water bottle.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No, I sit them and play with the remote. Look here. The
and
remote.
And driving the
Yeah.
remote.
Yeah.
I mean, in park the remote them, drive them around the place and park them.
Yeah.
And you know what? Just put him outside in the dirt.
Yes.
And you see him a dig
Glory.
in there.
Yes. Do you have any myths that you would like to dispel here on Modern Mommy Diaries about having children at our modern mommy age?
Yeah.
Older age, more
Older
mature
age.
age, yeah. Any myths?
So I remember someone that I know who had kids younger, so she's my age, and she actually said to me, I heard what happened to you.
Carly Kidong.
I said, what happened?
Wow.
She said, I'm so sorry for you. You're so brave. And I said, why, thank you. But me did feel like a little tear, I hear so, but I couldn't cry there. And I said, why you make it sound so?
Yeah, what happened?
I think I have more energy than I had before.
Yeah.
I am more measured and just like a lot more zen and okay. And what do they tell us? That we're not going to have any energy for it? Old people, children. Because them tell about old people, children going like old people. I'm still waiting for Christian to please act like an old people and sit down and keep quiet,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
Even when you go to school and stuff, you'll be the only old mother.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But at least they look and say she's fabulous, though.
Yeah. She all
Just
at
stay
door.
good.
Yeah. All
I want her to look good. And yes, at sports day and stuff, I have to walk with my little fan.
Yeah.
Become hot.
Do you do the mommy races?
No, darling.
Okay, very well.
No, I was going to do the mommy race last year, and they added the element of a potato sack.
That cannot work.
No, I was never that athletic. And then me say, you're the old mother, and you are going to jump in at the sack. So when you drop...
They must say to you all.
Enough.
Yeah.
So here me no. Here me my knee.
Well, I'm going to be the mommy that I'll carry the things. What you say you want, I'll do the shopping, right? Because, you understand?
But even that part, so I'm not a do-it-yourself person. Like, Easter hat, you make things. I don't really
Rochelle,
make
give me the link, no?
No, if it cannot be
volcano.
ordered. If it can't be ordered.
No, come in your volcano special. People, hold on. Crowd of people. The people's them that make the volcano them, the cars, and the something them like car pep is. I mean, know if by the time AA reach a pep, or it be step or walk. But all I know, I cannot build a house. My thing start and stop when they make the clock out of the cardboard and the hand go so, and the long hand up there so, and the short hand. These volcanoes and building a community, I'm not about that. It's gonna collapse. You understand?
It's gonna.
So the people them that make these things, please leave your number in the comments because I'm gonna call them now.
Yeah.
We're gonna call out. Reach out and touch somebody's hands. Make this world a better place. If you can't, no man, means I reach out. Because I cannot make it. Like even when the schoolwork come in, when the maths part, go to your father.
Yeah.
Me do my part.
But the good thing is that we can Google. I don't know, parents used to manage.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, but we're also big people, so we understand how to delegate.
Yes.
And we understand how to find the strengths in other people.
Absolutely.
And
And
how
pay
to
them.
make volcanoes
Yeah.
and so on. So we know how to get it done, So I can't bake cookies. I don't bake. I can cook, but baking is not
I know
my
a
thing.
good baker, girl.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I can get it done.
Yeah.
I can get it done.
And because you're a modern, mature mommy, we can pay for it to get done.
and like all the activities, we're modern mommies. It have to go in at the calendar.
Let me ask you:
or
Are
I
you
will
one of
forget.
those? Are you one of those modern mommies who believe that the child's itinerary has to be full? That's one of the things with which I'm grappling because I don't want to be one of those mommies that's necessarily gonna stretch and stress my child because I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses. Back in the day, you never did go ballet, swimming, and karate, and there's nothing wrong with it,
Yeah, but we never turn out so bad.
Right, but may I say,
Yeah.
so what does Christian's itinerary look like?
Yeah. So he has his swimming, he does his football, so we put up net at the house.
Nice.
But I'm also very into him playing. Because we used to play.
Yes, and ramp.
outside.
Yeah.
And
play
climb
bend down stocky.
and drop.
Dandy shandy.
But also, I don't, you see, even school and stuff, I want him to enjoy the concept of school and to love learning. So we don't have to stress them out. But I'm a big woman, so I know say, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to squeeze in at 5 every activity known to man.
I just believe, all right, a part of modern motherhood that I see that I don't really like is the overstimulation. Like, to me, the child just want to come home and lie down, you know. You just want to watch 2 cartoons. We can come out and slide down. Like, I just want to be a child. Like, on the weekend, Saturday mornings, I want to make you breakfast and you can watch a cartoon. I don't want to itemize out every minute. Yana Beyonce, Yana Blue, what's your name? They on the something. I want to tell Mr. Blue ignorant on the stage. Like Blue, I say, you know what I'm saying? I told my mother Beyonce, up here, car. Have a fuck. But just want the woman to dolly them. Want to have me learn routine and Blue hurts. My hurt for Blue. But by the time I see Blue look and say, Father God, just because of Beyonce, my mother. I can't get a dance here, but I try my little best and earn my little key.
And we can't allow children. We can't allow children to be children. And again, my thing, if that's your methodology, that's fine with you. Because like I observe people methodology, sometimes I learn something, sometimes I say that's not for me. Yeah. Somebody else I look upon my methodology and them is like, and I so like her methodology. True. Because sometimes even with the parenting, I'd be like, Christian, I said to put that back.
The soft parenting.
Back. I said, don't touch that. Me say, put it back. Me say, Christian. Me say, put it back.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey. Put it back.
Yeah.
You know? But I am like, sometimes you might forget a little rough talking.
Yeah. What do you think about, younger women freezing their eggs?
Young women need to first know that you're born with all the eggs. How did I not know this? Mm-hmm. That you're born with all the eggs. So when you're in your mother's womb, you actually currently have all the eggs in that tray. That's the number of eggs you're gonna have.
Yeah.
And we don't treat fertility because again, it's reproduction. So it's easier to say to somebody, you need to have a child. Yeah. Instead of saying, like, you're 30 and the dirty 30 party that you're going to have, I want to postpone it and go freeze my egg. Let's have a freeze egg party.
Yeah.
And put them down. Yeah.
And set an example. You see that?
Yeah. So I talk to young women a lot on this journey. A lot of women who who are experiencing pregnancy in their 40s, they'll reach out. So women in their 40s will reach out to me and they want to understand the journey. Because sometimes you get up at 40 and you're like, wow, I'm 40?
Or you meet a nice clean man at 40.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I do recognize as women, we have such a great opportunity to support each other, to support each other as mothers, coming from a non-judgmental space, because sometimes we're so judgy. Everybody have a rating scale. To allow people to be and to support, but also to understand too that there are some women who are going through infertility issues. Yes. And it's very difficult. I've gone through with many of my friends that whole process. It is extremely difficult and heartrending. And sometimes, I'm mindful of that I will complain that I have not slept for days because Christian just decided that he's waking up at 2 o'clock every morning to sing. And there's another woman out there who would take this minute.
Truly.
So every time I feel like it's hard, I remember that God gives you this gift to raise for his glory. And he chose me to raise Christian. Yeah. And wow, what a privilege.
True.
So
what an honor, yeah.
And I think sometimes with the modern motherhood, like we get too caught up with the modernness of it. Like we still get an opportunity to live, but we have to revel in the process that sometimes like a puke out upon you.
Girl.
You know what I say? You got I get
vomit in my haze, in the true haze.
Yeah.
And you know what? I felt good. Say, like when you talked about your brain being rewired, crowd of people, listen here. Me, in my entire life, I'm very scornful of certain little things. You understand? So it's like all poopy now. Me just think say, if me ever go clean poopy, but I have a spliff right so and have a back like NSC right so. I just can't, I cannot manage them something like that. I'm just gonna puke, right? Mm-hmm. But now, the rewiring of the brain.
Yeah.
The poopy, it's like, I'm a poopy, hello, watch mommy do this. Man, I time myself to, you know,
with the
watch a
phone,
style
in
here.
a meeting.
All right?
Yeah.
Wipes.
Yeah.
Desitin. Aquaphor. Pampers. Wipe this up. Tuck and fold. Roll the pampers. Oh, baby. Push her new pampy. But put it on. Lock it in. Fill up the bottom. Pin one zip. And when hear me, watch a style here as a dad mother.
Yeah.
Man, poop is a thing.
Yeah.
Vomit is a thing. It's like, it's fine. And for me, it's like the fact that I have a healthy baby.
Yeah.
Those things are,
Matter.
it comes as a part of the territory.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy. I'm going to tell you, say, my knee have the bruise and come like the, something I get like, you may, like, I forgot to get like a cream for rub it out.
I broke my toe.
You broke your toe?
Fourth toe. I was running downstairs and slipped on one of his toys and I hit up the toe. And the toe break, but the toe I grow back short. So every time anybody look down, I love show me toe. So when they look at the toe, you them look, what kind of look? Me think them I say, what kind of nook toe that? Come it have a toe and it kind of have a nookness now to it.
But I have these scars to show it's you cause this.
Yeah.
So I have a nook toe because of you, so you can't disappoint us in life.
Yeah.
But Rush, for those mothers watching, a lot with which we have to deal.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize the awesome responsibility that motherhood really is. Motherhood is approached by many with a kind of nonchalance and a flippant attitude. Like, yeah, but it's not. And our children, they deserve the best version of us that we can be. What would you say to women looking to approach motherhood, and even those who are on the fence and they're not really sure whether or not they want to approach it?
I like that what you said, that children deserve the best version of us, because I think sometimes we don't think about it that way. So let me answer it this way. I think my mother is a phenomenal mother, and she would have had me young, like at 20.
Yeah.
So I obviously waited to the other end of the scale.
Yeah.
And when I look back at her in what would have been her 20s and 30s, and she never seemed to regret having us. Like, she did glad for we.
Yeah.
And she did always treat us like she glad for we.
Yeah.
So I grew up feeling adored.
Yeah.
I grew up thinking I was the most beautiful person on the earth. And that's how I walk through life. My mom loves me. It's good.
Yeah.
I'm like, my mommy loved me. And I want that for Christian. And I felt like she gave us the best version of herself.
Yeah.
So motherhood is not easy, and it's a lot that's required of us as women. And everybody have a view of how you should be and what you should do. And I think preparation for it is very important. But also sometimes, prepare. But it there.
Yeah.
It are error. And what you gonna do? You have to know be. You have to know be. Because children don't choose their life. I'm like, God chose you for this? And it's like, we have to see it as a real calling.
A mission, yeah.
And motherhood is a ministry.
Do you have any regrets about waiting long?
No. I couldn't have done it before. I was ready I was ready that time. I was ready before. I was ready then. So even though, like, sometimes when you see things are going on the road and say, all right. I'm not trying. There's nothing I'm trying out there to do. I'm very into the time I spend with Christian, but I'm also, I tell you, I've fallen in love with this version of Rochelle. I like her.
Yeah.
I like her a lot. And that's what I'm encouraging mothers to do, that we forget about loving ourselves.
Do you miss your old life at all? Or who you used to be?
The only thing I miss is a strong Saturday sleep. You know that deep Saturday sleep?
Yes.
Where you get up.
When I tear off your eyelash.
Yeah.
I ring off your mouth.
No.
You see that? Hey, Rush.
Why? What is it with?
Christian ring your mouth?
Is my lashes? Why is he like, as I put on my little
No,
false
see them out
lashes?
here. See
Oh my God.
Grab up them up. Hey.
So I miss deep sleep. Sleep where, dream, it just gone to our next world. And when you pick a day where you go sleep out the day and you all just get up to be fed so that you don't die in your sleep.
Yeah.
That's all. But it's like you just never sleep again. Never.
See ya. You Yeah, let
No, yeah,
But
man.
what I said so.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
as you hear, what? Say, what's
Yeah,
going on?
man.
Huh?
Yeah.
What's going on? Yeah. Who? Okay.
A long time I'm gonna sleep till my crush up.
Actually-
You know, when you sleep till you're delirious. You're just
I
delirious.
tell myself, so what did I do there? I book a hotel room and go in there and just sleep.
In my head, I'm into that, you know, but every time I go for work or so, and all the night, I think, boy, you see, how I'm going on my bed the night, and I just draw my cover, and nobody now kick me, and in the night, watch me, I feel for him.
Yes.
And I can't wait for morning.
Truly, true.
So you know, you change.
Rewired, yeah.
But I must say, that deep sleep there. That delirious sleep there. We could have taken one deep delirious sleep.
If anybody out there can relate, any mommy who can relate to that one deep delirious sleep, hey, I miss the sleep there. Where you can just sleep with your conscience free.
Free,
Because now you sleep with your conscience not free because you know.
And you jump up because you always have a list in your head of things to do.
For the child.
For the child, yeah. They always have something that you think, oh my gosh, I was supposed to do that. Oh my, why is he quiet? Why is he quiet? Why is there silence in the house? Because there's nothing like silence in the house. You
One
run
morning
like
I got
thief.
up and I heard nothing.
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm telling you. My body went into emerge. You know, in code blue, code red. Wait a minute. I'm looking at a room and I say, oh, they took her for a walk. I'm like, okay. Then I said, okay, all right, bring back the noise, I need a noise.
But you know, the other thing, you know, them tell you, say, like, your knees are going, whereas your old and thing, and you don't have no more flexibility. But watch that child drop off or something, and you see your foot reach out from nowhere, and just catch him so, and flick him. Flick him. And you say, come here.
Or she'll drop off on someone's side. Acrobat.
Yeah. Slide and grab.
Suarez Brothers Circus. Watch this, Matrix.
The other day, I was sitting on the ground with Christian, and he fell asleep. And one of my friends was like, I need to see you get up. And she said, I just get up like a ninja, you know. Yeah. I'm just,
all the Mission Impossible moms. Rochelle, it's impossible not to love you. I adore you. Thank you for sharing with us. Thank you for being real, because this is what my show is about, being real about motherhood, the highs, the lows, the good, the bad, the in-between. Because I think sometimes people think that motherhood is just about when the baby them dress up nice and the pretty clothes and the pretty something them. They don't know about the late nights, you know what I mean? Where you have to be at the hospital and the different things and the effect that motherhood has on you. But thank you for your beautiful light. Thank you for your candidness. Thank you for being open and honest. And thank you for sharing and also giving us hope and looking so beautiful and effervescent while doing it. Because if Rochelle, you know what I'm saying, she gives us hope. Thank you so much for making it Modern Mommy Diaries. Yes, my love. Love you, love you, love you. But it would be remiss of me not to bless you with a token of our appreciation.
present!
Present for your presence. Thank you so very much on behalf of Modern Mommy Diaries. This is just a token of our appreciation for your time, your everything. Thank you for sharing. And I know your words, your presence, your aura would have helped somebody today and has blessed us right here on the show. So thank you. So you have to hop in your gift, girl. Go in at the bag.
Oh my God, I wonder what is in there.
I wonder.
Let me show you, like when I get a package, an Amazon package. Whose own is this? And where this come from? Could this be for me? Just for today, a guided journal of healing, hope, and daily care.
All for you.
Oh,
thank you, my love.
And it have things. How am I feeling in this moment?
Yes.
Absolutely joyous.
Aww.
What was meaningful for me today? Sitting here with the wonderful Kadeen Wilkinson.
That is right, girl.
Wilkinson.
Thank you, sweetie.
Oh my gosh, this is, and then it says here, each dawn holds a new hope for a new plan, making the start of each day the start of a new life. Right. Oh my gosh. And to you, my friend, I wish you many, many blessings. The the birth of this show is a miracle, and it came from a dream in your head that you put on paper. You gave it over to the Lord. You set an intention,
Yes.
and it's real. This is showing what is possible.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Possible for all mommies. Blessed love. Guys, Modern Mommy Diaries, the very beautiful, the very effervescent, articulate, hilarious, Rochelle Cameron, mommy to Christian, and such a wonderful example of what is possible and what we can be. Always remember, motherhood is hard, but motherhood is only hard for great mommies, right? Because if you don't care, then it's probably not hard, because you just do what you want to do. But when you're a mommy and you have that maternal instinct and connection to your seed, it comes with a level of, boy, you know, God, but it's also very rewarding. So remember to be strong, remember community, remember there's a village, reach out, ask for help, don't be shy, don't feel like, oh God, I'm gonna chat me if you want, okay? As long as I'm sane and I can be the best version of myself for my child, that is what's most important. Catch you next time. Mwah.
Christian, my darling one egg, I feel such joy and blessings with you as my son. Remember, my little darling boy, this smile today is because of you. Exclamation.